What's up, guys? So Hollywood is remaking another classic movie, 1980s action powerhouse, RoboCop. Our good friend, Nick Mundy, wants to talk to the makers of the new RoboCop movie.
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, you see...
All right, slow it down. One sec. What do you say we watch the new RoboCop trailer together?
Do we have to?
Yes. Very futuristic.
Are there mountains in Detroit?
We're gonna put a man inside a machine.
You need to speak to your son.
No, you don't. He doesn't need a family. He's a f***ing robot.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
There you have it. You had some specific thoughts on what they could do to make this better.
I've come up with like a list of like things that like might improve on what I think might just be an utter piece of garbage. All right, so the first thing, make it rated R. There's a specific reason why RoboCop needs to be rated R. Remember back when we were kids in 1987, and our parents thought it would be like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we took the kids to see the silly cyborg cop movie? That might be a lot of fun.
A robot policeman.
Stay out of trouble.
They didn't know that they were taking us to one of the most violent, sadistic, brutal action movies of all time.
Parents didn't know things back then. My dad smoked 2 packs a day right next to my crib.
Our parents were probably smoking in the theater while we were watching Officer Murphy get murdered into hamburger by Clarence Boddicker and his really cool friends. Before I saw that scene, I enjoyed childhood innocence.
It was like our RoboCop bar mitzvah.
Yes, that's when we became men. And that's why I'm the guy you see before you. I turned out fine, right?
It turned out great, Nick.
Thank you. This movie is gonna raise a generation of just children.
You want it to be a hard R. Next.
Cut Samuel L. Jackson out of the movie.
Why?
He's bored out of his mind. He's giving Bruce Willis and Harrison Ford a run for their money as the guys who show up in as many movies as possible reading Yacht Monthly. Why do you need Samuel L. Jackson in this movie? You have Michael Keaton. He does one movie every 15 years, and we're lucky to see it.
What about a little side order of Gary Oldman?
We don't need any other actors in the movie. You just get the RoboCop and Keaton, and they could just talk. I would watch that movie.
I'd take Oldman over Keaton.
You. Real squibs. I told them to do this with Die Hard, and they didn't listen. Listen to me. Use real squibs.
For everybody out there, squibs is when the blood pops out of your chest when you're getting shot in an 80s action movie.
And nowadays, they use digital squibs. Watch one of the Expendables if you want to see what a digital squib looks like and how much it sucks. This movie, if it wants to pay tribute to one aspect of the original, it needs to be squibs.
Again, are you pro or con squibs?
Don't put a message in RoboCop. One of the reasons why RoboCop was awesome was because Paul Verhoeven did this perfect combination of like satirizing like violence and corporate greed and capitalism.
Series 7 Sports Heart by Jensen. Extended warranties, financing, qualifies for health tax credit. And remember, we care.
Unless the new movie is trying to satirize shitty studio remakes by making a shitty studio remake, don't put a message in the movie.
Without the message, it's just going to be a generic action movie.
I would rather have it be a generic action movie than try to be a generic action movie with some like rammed in message.
Yeah, that's true. What do you got next, Nick?
No humanity. The thing about the first RoboCop was he had no humanity left.
Murphy had a wife and son. What happened to them?
He had his skin plastered over metal, but then he slowly got it back, and that was like the journey.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy.
But this new RoboCop is just like, hey, Dad, you're metal. That's weird.
There is a scene in the trailer where RoboCop's like talking to his son, like, I'm your robot dad now.
I know. No, I can't wait for the second act baseball montage where he's teaching his kid how to throw the ball, and he throws it way too hard, and then throws it through a brick wall, and they're like, oh, whoops.
That's not gonna happen.
That will probably happen. There's nothing in the trailer that says that won't happen.
Great. So, Nick, you're a monster. Lastly.
Don't call the movie RoboCop. If this movie was called something else, I would be into seeing it.
Police cyborg.
Yeah, Totally into that.
Android 5.0.
Into it.
Officer Droid.
First one in line.
Digital Detective.
Would love it. I'd be into it. The problem is, it's ripping off and sucking the bone marrow of one of my favorite movies. Hey, let's make Total Recall and Die Hard 5 and then just f***ing ruin everything that I love. And it's just horse. You know what's the worst f***ing part? Is I want this movie to be good. Don't make me look right. I'm a f***ing idiot, okay? I want this movie to be good. I'm not the good guy. I'm the guy bitching about movies on the internet. You're making the movie. Make it great.
I'd buy that for $1.
Did you agree with Nick Mundy? Did you disagree with him? And by the way, what do you think is the worst remake of all time?
Total Recall.
That was a bad one. Tell us what the worst remake was and why in the comments section below. Best answer gets a $25 gift card from Best Buy. Brought to you by Cinema Now from Best Buy. Also, we gave a call to action at the beginning of the summer. Tell us what the top 10 summer box office movies are going to be. A lot of you responded. Finally, we have a winner. Kevin Navarro correctly picked 8 out of 10 summer box office champions, and he is our champion, and we are sending him, as we promised, 2 Screen Junkies t-shirts. Wear them both, give one to your mom, put one on your dog, and send us a picture. I want to thank my good friend Nick Mundy.
Sorry.
Quite all right, love having you here. I'm Hal Rudnick. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Flashback to our hero, Rick, falling into a coma after being shot by armed robbers. In that coma, Rick just misses the dead becoming reanimated and his wife and kid replacing him with his best friend. I thought it was bad when I overslept and just got a parking ticket on street cleaning day.